Hello, Bob. Hi, everyone. My name is Hevina Phillips, and I'm a member of the North America Wales Foundation Scholarship Committee. Our mandate is to give financial support to North American students wishing to continue their education in one of the university colleges in Wales. As you may well imagine, the academic standard of these applicants is beyond amazing. And it's my delight and joy today to introduce you to some of our scholarship winners. So please give a croeso mawr, a huge welcome to these amazing young people. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Hwyl.
My name is Brooke Martin, and I am from Clarksville, Georgia. I am one of this year's North American Wales Foundation Exchange Scholarship recipients. I am a third-year PhD student at Banquet University, where I am researching Welsh opera and society in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Before I undertook this research for my PhD, not very much had been written about opera in Wales during this time. The impact of my research extends well beyond learning new information about opera in Wales. It also deepens our understanding about the musical life and culture of people living in Wales during this century. Blodwen, composed by Joseph Parry in 1878, is considered to be the first Welsh language opera ever composed. Despite, or perhaps because of, Blodwen's overwhelming popularity in it being the first Welsh language opera ever composed, most scholars specializing in Welsh music believe that Blodwen is the only Welsh opera that was composed until more recent times. That, however, is not the case. I have uncovered over 40 operas by Welsh composers in the 50 years following Blodwen's premiere. The vast majority of these operas were previously unknown before I undertook this research, and none of them have ever been studied in great detail. My research shines fresh light on opera and musical life in 19th century Wales. Rather than composing operas on a grand scale, Welsh operas were composing operas for their local communities. The majority of these newly recovered operas were scored for amateur musicians, and the plots held particular interest for their local community. The idea that opera is being composed for the sake of ordinary people changes our perception of the culture of opera in Wales. Opera was not being composed only for the wealthy, but was being used in a way to bring the community together and commemorate important historical events that are unique to Wales. I am grateful for the NAWF's continued support throughout my studies during these difficult times. This scholarship truly has made my research possible. Diolch yn fawr iawn am eich cefnogaeth.
Hey, my name's Andrew Edwards, and I come from Michigan. And yeah, I ended up coming to Wales. And people always ask, "Oh, why are you here? Why are you here learning Welsh? And what made you want to do this?" And I always say, "Well, I have heritage, Welsh heritage, and yeah, and it just kind of happened. One thing led to another, and I just I found myself coming to Wales for a summer school course, and then made some really amazing friends, had a wonderful experience over here, and just decided to come back and do a degree, and have been so privileged to have the continued support of the North American Wales Foundation, and I really appreciate them and what they've done, what the opportunity they've provided for my fellow Americans, and opening the doors to more people finding out about Wales and coming to Wales, and experiencing this beautiful place and the beautiful language and history and culture, and yeah, so I hope everybody can make it out to Wales, and I hope I can meet all you guys at the whole festival and the foundation, and I'm looking forward very much to meeting you all one day.
My name is Megan Kimmelshue. I am originally from Southern Oregon, but I'm currently living on the Isle of Anglesey in North Wales as I pursue my doctoral degree in archaeology at Bangor University. My doctoral research is focused on children and their childhoods in the first millennium BC in Britain and in Atlantic Europe. This is a period often referred to as the Celtic Iron Age. There's not much known about children's lives during this period, so I have the unique opportunity to look at archaeological, historic, and ethnographic evidence to try and understand a little bit more about their everyday life. In 2019, I moved here with my husband and our 3 children so that I could attend the MA program at Bangor in Celtic Studies. And I've decided to stay on and continue my studies. And we are all looking forward to this next chapter as I continue here and as we enjoy the beauty and adventure of North Wales, which is a wonderful place. I feel especially fortunate to be here as my grandmother's family is originally from this area before they emigrated to the United States in the last century, settling in the Minnesota area. So I feel like part of me is back home. I'm also involved in several archaeological excavations here. This summer, I am working on a hill fort excavation here along the North Welsh coastline. So I'm excited to share more about that in future as well. I'm delighted to have made a connection with the North America Wales Foundation, and I'm very grateful to be a recipient of their exchange scholarship. Diolch yn fawr.
My name is Kelly Elizabeth Evans, and I currently live in Santa Barbara, California, but I'll be pursuing my master's in environmental forestry from Bangor University in Wales this fall. So first off, can I just say that I am beyond grateful to be receiving the full NAWF exchange scholarship. If it wasn't for the generosity of foundations like yours, people like me would not be able to confidently pursue postgraduate education. So thank you. But just a little bit about me and my field of study and how I got to this place in my journey. I grew up in Fresno, California, which is a desert. And each summer, our city would go through arid and hot times, and fires would ignite along our mountain ranges, creating those very famous California wildfires. They would spew these mountainous clouds of ash into our atmosphere that would fall on our streets and our homes, and often we couldn't go outside for fear that we would breathe in the fumes. So I became very aware very early on that humanity kind of has 2 options. We can either steward our environment well or watch as our negligence impacts not just our environments, but us. So the reason I'm pursuing a master's in forestry from Bangor is so that I can do something about this. Bangor's environmental programs partner with organizations in the UK and overseas to provide a global understanding of forest biodiversity and the way that it influences and is sustained by us. It's a lofty goal, but I hope to take the education I received from Wales and use it to help heal California's forest management systems. One of the things I admire about the NAWF the most is that it seeks to promote educational and cultural links between Wales and North America. The way that we take care of our ecosystems are deeply cultural. They seep into our morals and moral ethics. So my end goal is to eventually pursue a professorship in forestry in the hopes that my future generations can learn to be mentored by a dual Welsh-American scientific narrative. And honestly, I am so excited to begin this journey. And again, I'm so grateful to the NAWF for their support. So once again, thank you.